Ever feel like you're stuck in a version of yourself you don't even recognize anymore? Like you're moving, breathing, existing, but not really living. What if I told you that the person you want to become isn't months away, or years away, but actually starts today, with a few powerful decisions most people ignore? Because reinventing your body and mind isn't about some extreme, overnight transformation. It's about mastering the small, invisible habits that silently shape your entire life. Let's break this down. The biggest lie people believe is that change requires motivation. That you need to feel ready before you start. But the truth: motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the weather. The people who actually transform their lives don't wait for motivation, they build discipline. And discipline begins with one simple shift: doing what you said you'd do, even when you don't feel like it. Think about it. Every time you break a promise to yourself, whether it's skipping a workout, eating what you said you wouldn't, or procrastinating, you're training your mind to trust you less. But every time you follow through, even in small ways, you rebuild that trust. And that's where real transformation begins. Now let's talk about your body. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. What you need is consistency. Your body responds to movement, simple, repeated movement. Start with something so easy you can't say no: push-ups, squats, a 20-minute walk. That's it. The goal isn't to impress anyone. The goal is to show up. And here's where most people mess up: they try to do too much too fast. They go all in for 3 days, then burn out. Reinvention isn't about intensity. It's about sustainability. Can you do this for 30 days? 60 days? A year? That's the real question. At the same time, your body reflects what you feed it. And no, this isn't about starving yourself or following some extreme diet. It's about awareness. What you eat affects how you think, how you feel, and how you perform. Start simple: drink more water, cut down processed junk, and prioritize real, whole foods. You don't need perfection. You need progress. But here's the deeper layer most people ignore: your mind. Your thoughts are shaping your reality every single day. The way you talk to yourself matters more than anything else. If your inner voice is constantly negative, critical, and limiting, it doesn't matter how hard you work, you'll always feel stuck. So you need to reprogram it. Start by paying attention. What do you say to yourself when things go wrong? When you fail? When you're tired? Most people don't even realize how harsh they are with themselves. Replace that voice with something stronger. Not fake positivity, but honest, constructive self-talk. Instead of "I'm not good enough," try "I'm getting better every day." Instead of "I can't do this," shift to "This is hard, but I'll figure it out." It sounds simple. But done consistently, it changes everything. Now let's talk about your environment. Because whether you realize it or not, your surroundings are either pushing you forward or holding you back. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the habits you're exposed to, all of it shapes your identity. If you're constantly around negativity, distractions, and low standards, it becomes your normal. But if you surround yourself, even digitally, with growth, discipline, and ambition, you start to rise to that level. Audit your environment. Who are you listening to every day? What are you watching? What conversations are you part of? Because those inputs are becoming your thoughts, and your thoughts become your actions. And then there's one more thing that separates people who transform their lives from those who stay stuck: accountability. You need a system that holds you responsible. Not just when you feel like it, but especially when you don't. That could be tracking your habits, writing down your goals, or even just checking in with yourself daily. Ask yourself one simple question every night. Did I move closer to the person I want to become today? If the answer is no, adjust. If it's yes, keep going. No excuses. No overthinking. Now here's the part most people don't want to hear. Reinvention is uncomfortable. You're going to feel resistance. You're going to have days where you want to quit. Days where nothing feels like it's working. That's normal. That's part of the process. Growth doesn't feel good in the moment, but it builds something powerful over time. The key is to stop chasing comfort and start chasing progress. Because the version of you you're trying to become, they don't exist in your comfort zone. They exist in the choices you avoid, the habits you resist, and the actions you delay. So if you're waiting for the perfect moment, this is it. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Start small. Stay consistent. Trust the process. And remember this, you don't need to become a completely different person overnight. You just need to become slightly better every single day. Because those small improvements, they compound. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you're not the same person anymore. You're stronger, sharper, more disciplined. You've reinvented yourself. If this video gave you that push you needed, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content that keeps you leveling up, mentally and physically. Because this isn't just about transformation. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. And your journey starts now.